Over the last day, you've heard a great deal about HUD's decision to freeze funding to the Virgin Islands. I want to speak directly to you about what this means and what must happen next. When I announced my candidacy for governor, I said two things very clearly. First, more than $24 billion is available to rebuild these Virgin Islands because of a change in federal law that I fought to make possible. That change allowed us to rebuild with resilience and to dramatically increase the resources available to us. Second, I warned that if we do not move faster and use these resources effectively, we could lose them. This HUD action is exactly the danger I was talking about. Since the notice was issued, I've been speaking with federal officials and leaders who understand how these matters are resolved. I've spoken with my office's White House liaison and former HUD secretaries. I met with Republican Chair French Hill, Chairman of the House Financial Services Committee, which oversees HUD, and he and his staff pledged to help the Virgin Islands navigate this process. I also spoke with Governor Tim Walz about the steps Minnesota took to resolve a similar oversight crisis. While I've been working to protect these funds, my opponents have offered no serious plan. Lieutenant Governor Roach was absent when the administration had to explain this crisis. Once again, when the news is bad, he's nowhere to be found. Whether it's the loss of funding for UVI's free tuition program, the failure to maximize Medicaid funding, or multi-day blackouts just like today, while serving as acting governor, his pattern is the same: silence, excuses, and no accountability. Donna Frett Gregory has spoken loudly, but she has not shown that she understands the difference between funding freeze and a withdrawal. That is not a minor mistake. It shows she is out of her depth on the federal issues that will determine whether we rebuild our schools, hospitals, power system, housing, communities. Just as she was out of her depth when she was unable to navigate the Department of Education out of the federal third-party receivership. This is not the time for empty statements. It's a time for action. The Virgin Islands is now in a 30-day appeal process. The government must present a dispute of material facts and a credible turnaround plan that restores HUD's confidence. Our team proposes 5 immediate steps. First, deploy an emergency turnaround team. Second, bring in independent recovery experts to correct compliance failures and establish strong financial controls. Third, convene major contractors to reduce rebuilding costs through collective purchasing and direct supplier negotiations. Fourth, create a transparent, corrective action plan, hold bad actors accountable, and make performance data public. Fifth, begin direct, daily engagement with HUD, federal officials, and congressional partners until the freeze is reversed and funding begins flowing again. The games and excuses must stop. We cannot afford 4 more years of drift, delay, and disappearing leadership. This moment requires experience, relationships, urgency, and ability to get results. Milton Potter and I are ready to do the work. Vote for the power of 2. Vote Plaskett Potter.